Welcome to our Bali vlog part 2. We're here at the port heading to Nusa Penida. We'll be exploring the whole island throughout the day. You'll see in the vlog where we will be heading to. There's a bunch of little islands, beaches that we will be going to, and it will be a day trip, so we'll only be there for the full day and then head back to the main island at the end of the day.
Hello. So we're here in Nusa Penida, and then our tour guide today is.
Yes,
What's your name again?
my name is Wayan.
Okay.
After a long hour of driving, we made it to Angel Billabong, where you can see the broken beach and you can see the beautiful cliff, and you'll see people scuba diving or snorkeling in the water. Note that the places here in Bali are really far away, so you have to bring extra stuff with you whenever you go out. And in Nusa Penida, there's a lot of walking, hiking, so make sure you wear good shoes when you go to Nusa Penida. But there's a lot of hiking here, so be mindful if you can't really hike that far or walk that far. There's a bunch of uphills and downhills in this trip.
Where are we? Where are we?
Angel Bilabong.
Angel Billabong. There's a lot of tourists, but it's not like the high season. We'll just stay here for 15 minutes and then we go to the next place.
And finally, we made it to one of the most iconic places in Nusa Penida, Kelingking Beach. You've probably seen this view all over Instagram, but honestly, seeing it in person is completely different. The cliffs are massive, the water is this crazy shade of turquoise, and from up here, you can really see why people call it the T-Rex beach. If you look closely, the shape of the cliff actually looks like a T-Rex stretching out into the ocean. And yes, that tiny beach all the way down there, you can actually go down to it. But the hike is definitely not your normal beach walk. The trail follows the side of the cliff and gets extremely steep. So if you're planning to go all the way down, wear proper shoes and be prepared for the climb back up. We decided to stay at the viewpoint, and honestly, the view from up here was already more than worth it. One thing I will say, photos really don't show how huge this place is. Kelingking Beach definitely lives up to the hype. Also, one thing you really need to be careful about here, the monkeys. They are everywhere in Bali, and here at Kelingking, they can be pretty bold. One of them actually almost snatched my drone controller straight out of my hand. So yeah, keep a tight grip on your stuff and don't leave anything unattended. We are now making our way to Lampuyang Temple, home to the iconic Gates of Heaven. This is probably another place you've seen all over Instagram and TikTok. That famous photo standing between the gates with Mount Agung perfectly framed in the background. Once we arrived at the main parking area, we had to take a shuttle going up to the temple. The shuttle is part of the fees you'll be paying when you visit. But just because you took the shuttle doesn't mean you're done walking. Be prepared for a lot of uphill walking and stairs here. So wear comfortable shoes, bring some water, and take your time going up. But something to remember is that Limpoyang isn't just an Instagram photo spot. It's actually a sacred Hindu temple and an important place of worship for the Balinese people. So, nasot on the sarong. And also, this is the back of the Gate of Heaven. They're taking pictures there. So here we can take a photo in the back. But you can't enter here. You have to go around sa side doon, paikot, pataas dyan. So mahaba yung queue. Nasa 100 and ano kami? 132 yung pila namin. So medyo malayo pa kasi. Ayun sila. So there are a few traditions and rules that visitors need to respect. You'll also need to dress appropriately, and a sarong is required to enter the temple. And one important thing for women to know before coming here, if you're on your period, you're not allowed to enter the temple grounds. This is part of the local Balinese Hindu tradition, so definitely keep that in mind when you're planning your visit. We're gonna feed the fish.
So, ano yan? 5,000? Let's take it.
From Bali, Indonesia.
No, from Philippines. So, Tunas, can you say something about the area?
Tirta Gangga Royal Palace. This is the garden of the king.
Oh, okay.
Corner there. This
Taman
is the
Tir-
palace. In the corner.
Oh.
The palace. So before when the king relaxing, they will stay around here. Then they have the private garden.
Okay,
But
yeah.
now they open for the
Pub.
After exploring East Bali, we're now heading all the way down to South Bali for our last activity of the day. We came to watch one of Bali's most famous cultural performances, the Kecak Fire Dance. Unlike the famous Kecak performance at Uluwatu Temple, we watched ours here at Melasti Beach, where the amphitheater is surrounded by these massive limestone cliffs with the ocean in the background. And we came at the perfect time because the performance happens around sunset, which makes the whole setting even more beautiful. One of the coolest things about Kecak is that there are no musical instrument. The rhythm actually comes from a large group of men chanting together, while the performers tell a story inspired by the Ramayana. Our next stop was something a little different. We did a Luwak coffee tour and tasting. You might have heard of this as the famous poop coffee. And fun fact, despite what some people call it, it actually doesn't come from monkeys. Kopi Luwak is made from coffee cherries that are eaten by an animal called the Asian palm civet, or luwak here in Indonesia. The coffee beans pass through the luwak's digestive system and are later collected, thoroughly cleaned, processed, roasted, and eventually brewed into coffee. During the tour, they showed us some of the traditional process of making the coffee, which was actually really interesting to see. And then came my favorite part, the coffee and tea tasting. We got to sample a bunch of different flavors while just sitting back and enjoying all the beautiful greenery around us. And of course, we couldn't leave without trying the famous luwak for ourselves. Ah, kaya nga muna.
Tinago ko pa yun. Masarap na. Ano yan? Coffee ginseng.
How was it?
That's good. Black coffee.
Ba't parang kopi ko din na king? No,
Kopi
parang
Luwak.
pa din ang lasa.
And that was it for our Bali vlog. Stay tuned for our next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.